Hey guys, and welcome back to another season of Discovery gold making video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you a really good opportunity to make a lot of gold. Blizzard has recently done an update to the reward system of the waylaid supplies. They've actually made them a lot better, so first of all, let's go over the new rewards and how they actually work. The main thing that they have done is that they've brought out new rewards for being honored with the waylaid supply reputation. On top of that, as you can see, there's a few things you can get. You can get some rings, some necklaces, but the main thing that is the most important thing for this video is the new rewards related to how much gold you get back from handing in a completed waylaid supply crate. As you can see, for the highest tier waylaid supply crates, you get 12 gold each now. And so what we're going to be doing is actually flipping the items that are required to complete the waylaid crates. There's a bunch of different ones, and so what I've done is that I've created a TSM group with really in-depth operations for every single waylaid supply crate in the game. So it covers all of the items and it has them posting at the correct stack sizes so people are more likely to buy your items. Now there's a bunch of reasons why these are going to be really good to flip, which we'll go over a bit more in the video. But with these higher level crates, the level 30 ones give 2 gold, the other level 30 ones that are a bit higher give 5 gold and 50 silver, the level 30 lower ones get 2 gold, the level 35 higher crates give you 5 gold and 50 silver, and then the level 40 ones give you 12 gold each just for handing them in. So all of the items that are used to actually complete the crates have went up in price a lot. So what I've done is I've put groups together in TSM. Now if you already have the classic flipping guide, make sure you go ahead and check your email or the Discord, because you'll already have the free version or the free upgrade to your guide with all these groups and operations ready for you to grab and start doing this right away. But as you can see, there is a bunch of items and I've put a lot of time and effort into making these perfect. So what I've done is I've made all of the groups with absolutely every single item that is required to complete the waylaid supply crates, and I've also put a number next to them which shows how many of this specific item is actually required to complete every single crate. On top of that, I've set up operations that will have you post the items at the correct stack size on the auction house. This will give you a bunch more sales when you're actually flipping these items. There's a lot of good reasons why these are going to be really good to flip, so let's go over a few of them right now. So the items will always be in high demand. This will work all the way through Season of Discovery. They have a very steady market value because of how much gold you get back from completing them, so it's going to keep the items to complete them at a steady price. The TSM groups have all the waylaid items. They're also sorted with the correct amount needed for the waylaid crates. The TSM operations will post only at a profitable price no matter what, meaning it will keep track of how much you paid for each item and it'll post them at a profitable price or as high as a possible price for a profit that it can. It also will post at the correct stack sizes for the waylaid supplies. If you don't have enough, say for an example, a waylaid supply requires 10 of an item, but you only have 5 of that specific item, what it will do, instead of posting a 10 stack, because obviously you do not have a 10 stack, it will then fall back and it will post them as single ones. But as long as you have enough to do the stack size, it will post them at the stack size. So say the stack size is 10 and you have 100 of that item, it will post 10 listings of 10 size stack size, and it will always prioritize being the correct stack size. This will get you a bunch more sales. So what I'll do now is I'll show you a bit of how the groups actually work and how I've personally been using them to make a lot of gold from flipping these items. Now what I really like about flipping these items is that people buy obviously more than one of the items. A lot of the items, they need 5, 10, even 20 of one item to actually complete the crate. So you get a bunch of sales that are those sort of stack sizes, which gives you a bunch more gold and the volume is very high. So with these groups, you can obviously select whichever group you want to select. For an example, if you just want to do the crates that are worth the 10 gold for the reward once they have been completed and handed in. You could focus on just flipping those items for the most high value if you wanted to, but obviously you can select any group that I have inside of these groups, or you could select every single waylaid supply if you want to. Now another thing that is super useful, because the groups are so spread out, you can actually select which ones you want to be cancel scanning. And this can make cancel scanning, especially if you have a bunch of items up on the auction house, way easier. You can focus on just cancel scanning the ones that are giving you the most profit and that are selling the best at the moment. So here are the operations. As you can see, we have all different stack sizes for every single different hand-in for the waylaid supplies. And then what they'll do is they'll use the main stack size first, and then if you don't have enough to do the stack size that is required to hand in the waylaid supply, we'll do the rest in single stacks. This way you have a chance at selling all your items no matter what, but you also have a chance at selling the full stack size that is required for the hand-in of the waylaid supplies, which most people just go ahead and buy the full amount if there is a listing on the auction house that has the correct stack size where they can just buy all of them at once. It makes it a lot easier for them, and a lot of people actually opt to do that even if your items are worth a little bit more than the cheaper ones that are posted at single stack sizes. So what you can do is you can just run a TSM shopping scan just like normal flipping. Now if you don't know anything about flipping, I have an in-depth guide, or a couple in-depth guides up on the YouTube channel that will show you how to flip with TSM. Basically you scan the group, and on the left side, on the right side, there's going to be a percent sign. The percent amount is the market value. So if the market value says, well, this percent on the side says 100%, that means is exactly at the price it should be going off the market value. Now the market value is the average price in the last 14 days. So it's a good number to go off. So what I like to do is sort it from lowest to highest. And you want to start by looking at the lowest percent. So let's use this item right here. This is required for a waylaid supply. As you can see, there are some posted as low as 72% of the market value. And you could reset this all the way up to around 109% of the market value. So it would go from around 7 silver, and we could reset it all the way up to around 11 silver each for the one item. So that'd be a decent amount of profit actually doing a market reset on this item. And there's not too many of them posted, so you wouldn't have to buy like thousands of this item. The amount we're buying, we should definitely be able to resell that within around an hour or so, depending on how popular your realm is and like what time of the day it also is. So we got about 469 of this item, which isn't too many whatsoever, because people are going to be buying this in stacks of 10. So they're going to sell very quickly. And what we can do is we can head over to TSM once again, make sure we have all the groups selected, and run a post scan. As you can see, it's going to post them undercutting the next person, which was at around 11 silver. So we can go ahead and post them, and as you can see, it's posting the stack sizes of 10 first, and then with the leftover ones, it's going to post them as stack size ones. As you can see right there, we have them all posted at a much higher price now, and that is how we're going to be making profit from doing this. If people undercut you, you can either buy them out, or you can just undercut them again all the way down until you are profitable with your original investment on the item. Once you get that low, you can just reset the market again until you have sold all of your items. So let's run another scan right here, and I'll give you another example. So we already found a good item right here. There is a few copper bars, around like 20 or so copper bars that are posted at 2 silver and around 89 copper, and then there's a big jump from 2 silver all the way up to 4 silver and 74 copper. So that gives a really good profit in between, like profit difference in between those items. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll grab all of them copper bars, and we'll go ahead and we'll repost them for 4 silver and 74 copper each, pretty much doubling our money just off buying these, and we have a decent amount of those, and these will sell very, very quickly. As you can see, we have them all in our thing, and what we're going to do is just use the TSM groups to click on post scan, and we're going to post them as stack sizes of 20, because that is what they required. They'd require 20 of these to complete the waylaid supply crate. So we'll post those up on the auction house. Now we have 2 items already that we have up and ready to flip. And as you can see, the first item, we actually already have sold one of them already. So it's going to be very, very good. Now the items do sell very quickly, especially on high populated realms and servers. You get a lot of sales. So as you can see, we sold a 10 stack of the first item just then for 1 gold and 9 silver. So we'll keep on going. And now what we can do is we can select all of the waylaid supply crates, and let's go ahead and scan absolutely every single item that is required for every single waylaid supply. And what we can do is we can just let this finish, and we can have a look at the prices and see if there's any other items that are worth actually buying. So as you can see, there actually is some items here coming up, but as you can see in the chat box, we've already started to sell pretty much all of those copper bars, and it's only been about like 30 seconds or so. So these items do sell very quickly, and I'm pretty sure we sold all of the copper bars instantly for a profit, pretty much doubling our money on those copper bars. So that was very nice. But as you can see, there is a bunch of other items that you can do this with. So we'll go ahead and we'll buy all of the lowest ones that are under the market value, and we'll go ahead, buy these, and we'll throw them up in the auction house. We're basically just going to rinse and repeat the process that we did with the first 2 items, and then we're going to do that with a bunch of other items. So I'll just put this in fast forward right now. Basically, we're going to be doing the same thing. I will bring out an in-depth guide on things to look for and how to do this a bit more in-depth in the next few days. I'll bring it out with that video. But it's pretty simple. If you know how to flip materials, it's pretty much just like flipping materials. You're basically doing market resets. When people undercut you, you can either buy them out, or you can keep undercutting those people until the price isn't profitable for your original investment. And then what you can do from there is you can buy out all of the items that have been posted that have been undercutting you once again, and you can reset it back to a profitable price. But your main goal is to sell them or basically all of the items that you've brought before the price goes down to a non-profitable point for your original investment. As you can see though, we've had a bunch of different sales. All of these are waylaid supply items, and they do sell very, very good. But that was it for the video. If you enjoyed, hit the thumbs up button. Also, if you already have the classic flipping guide, make sure you go ahead and grab the updated version of the guide. You would have got an email, and also you would have been pinged in the Discord to go ahead and grab the updated version for free if you already own it. If you are interested in getting the classic flipping guide with all of the flipping groups and operations, it'll be the first link down below in the description box. It helps you set up basically everything to do with TSM and teaches you step by step how to flip yourself in Season of Discovery and in Hardcore and in Classic Era. And that'll be the first link down below in the description box, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.